Our friends Mikey and JJ have challenged us to build a modern roller coaster in Minecraft, but with a twist. The winner gets whatever is inside this diamond vault, and the losers, they get to open the dirt vault. What's inside? Let's find out.
They're already leaving! We better stop building!
We can use orange and blue blocks to make our epic roller coaster better than they ever can. We have to build the best one possible if we want to win the diamond vault.
I'm really gonna use a lot of blue concrete because that's pretty much my favorite color.
Yeah, it totally is, and orange is mine. If we use our favorite colors, we'll be so inspired to build the best roller coaster ever. I think at this point, the roller coaster can go upwards. We need it to be really, really tall. Everyone loves super tall roller coasters.
Mikey and JJ's roller coaster is not gonna compare with ours.
No way, especially not if we make it go all the way to the height limit. That would really show them.
What the? I don't even know how high the height limit is.
It's 318 blocks. Really, really tall all the way from the bottom of the world right to the top of it. And we might not go all the way there, but we can get pretty far. This roller coaster needs to have lots of awesome things. We can use iron blocks to make this next part of our roller coaster super epic and futuristic.
Well, Chip, that sounds a little bit too confusing for me. So maybe I'll build the wooden section where you get on the roller coaster.
Hey, that's a great idea, Milo. If you get working on that, then everyone will be able to get right on our roller coaster and totally go on the best ride of their lives. Mikey and JJ are gonna love it.
Oh yeah, boy.
This iron section is going to be really, really cool. Iron is so sturdy and very, very powerful. It's so strong, it means our roller coaster will never fall over, which is something we definitely need to be careful about, especially with how tall it is already. Here, I want to have this roller coaster slowly curve into a turn. We can add a couple blocks here to make it ease into it. I don't want to hurt anybody on our roller coaster. They're going to have way too much fun to be sore. Once they go into this part though, they're going to start the turning, which will turn them all the way around until they go in the opposite direction. Not many roller coasters do awesome stuff like that, so we're basically ahead of the pack already. Unless Mikey and JJ have done something super awesome like that, we already have a huge advantage.
Yeah, and Mikey and JJ are pretty good at building, so we have to try really hard.
Yeah, that's right, Milo. They are really good at building. If we do not try our absolute hardest, then we won't even stand a chance, and we'll never get an opportunity to win and see what's in the diamond vault. I really don't want to be the loser who has to open the dirt vault. That would be so embarrassing. Imagine you open the dirt vault and there's just more dirt inside.
And that's exactly why we are not gonna lose this.
No way. I think it's time to make a new section. I've already done orange and blue stripes as well as an iron block section. Maybe if we do a zebra pattern of orange and then blue, it will look really, really awesome as well. And not to mention the fact that we can absolutely keep curving this thing upwards. It's gonna go so high up that when we finally drop this roller coaster down, it is going to break the sound barrier.
The sound barrier? What the? I can't believe we're building a roller coaster that good.
Yeah, me neither. And wow, Milo, this wooden section looks really cool already. Everyone can totally line up on it to get on the roller coaster.
That's right. Now I just sort of need to block off the roller coaster so nobody gets on without my permission.
Milo, be careful of the block at the end though. We need to loop the roller coaster back up to the beginning, so maybe don't put fences at the very start.
Well, I'm gonna keep it there for now so nobody breaks in.
Yeah, good idea. I do not want people breaking onto our roller coaster because then they could sabotage it. I also do not want to keep building using only orange, blue, and iron. I think we need something a little cooler, like gold.
Gold? Chip, this is gonna be really expensive.
Yeah, we'll be able to afford it though when everyone in the world comes to ride on our epic roller coaster. We also will be rich from what we find in the diamond vault.
Yeah, because when we open the diamond vault, I'm gonna buy so many bird seeds.
But Milo, we will only win the diamond vault if we do cool, awesome things, and that's why I think we should make the first drop of our roller coaster.
What? Oh my gosh, Chip, I don't want to go down a drop.
What do you mean, Milo? Everybody loves big drops on roller coasters. They are so epic and really awesome. They're the best part of it.
Well, not me. me. I will not be riding this roller coaster if it's too scary.
Hey, it's not gonna be too scary, Milo. Don't even worry, because this drop already ends. It's not gonna be very long. We'll save that for the final drop. We have to make sure we slowly ease into it. Otherwise, everyone who rides on our roller coaster will be so shocked at how quick it is.
Chip, even though I don't really like this drop, it's actually kind of boring.
What? Milo, what's boring about it?
Well, there's no rings of fire, of course.
Oh, rings of fire, that's a great idea. Let me grab some logs to actually make those rings out of. We also need flint and steel if we want to light it on fire to make these rings really burn.
Well, Chip, I really think we should actually use some netherrack.
Netherrack, but Milo, netherrack can only be lit from one side. If we made the ring of netherrack, it would look like this. But if we made the ring out of wood, we would be able to light it on every single side so that it could look like this.
Wow, Chip, that's actually really cool. I did not know that was a thing.
Thanks, Milo. I'm glad I could teach you something. It is really important that we all learn. Don't break too many of the blocks, though. I want to make sure that we still have some ring left. Let's make the ring curve around, just like this.
When Mikey and JJ go on our roller coaster, they're gonna be like, what the what?
Yeah, they're totally gonna say that. They're also gonna be cheering and screaming. They're gonna love this roller coaster so much that they will definitely rank it higher. This roller coaster will absolutely win us this competition and help us see what's in the diamond vault.
There's absolutely no way the Mikey and JJ roller coaster has rings of fire.
No way, they wouldn't have added something cool like that. They probably just made a bunch of little ups and downs. I totally think that's the sort of stuff they do. They are so good at building, but I think we're really good at making roller coasters.
Yeah, our imagination is much better.
Yeah, totally. Alright, I'm almost done lighting this entire ring on fire. It looks so cool already. I can't wait to see it fully done, but while I do this, Milo, this roller coaster is currently just floating in mid-air. That does not make much sense, so we definitely need support beams. Otherwise, it would fall down and look really silly.
Well, don't worry. I'll just tell the roller coaster that I support it.
That's really nice of you, Milo, but I think we should also build support beams. We can make them out of spruce logs. We're already using it for the rings of fire, so if we make them out of the same thing, it'll look so cool.
But Chip, I just had a really scary idea.
What is it, Milo?
What if the support beams catch on fire because it's spruce logs, and then our whole roller coaster falls over?
Don't worry, I will get bottles of water to splash on them. This way, we'll make it really nice and cool. It also makes it nice and wet, so the fire has a lot of trouble spreading.
How many support beams should I do?
I think one every 10 blocks. I can even show you where I think the best spots will be. Maybe one here and one there as well.
That's a really good idea because I was a little bit confused.
That's okay, Milo. Don't worry. I will always be here to answer any questions.
That's great. Thank you.
You're welcome, Milo. Whoa, this is already going so well. Once we make all these roller coaster support beams, I say it is time for us to make the next section. I have a really good idea as to what we can make it.
What's it gonna be? Let me guess. A chicken farm.
No, Milo, it is not gonna be a chicken farm. It's gonna be a little bit cooler than that.
Cooler than a chicken farm? Let me think. Maybe it's a birdseed farm.
What? No, Milo, it's not a farm. Okay, I'll start building it and then you can keep guessing. This next part of the tunnel is going to use black concrete. We are going to be on a traveling adventure through a very special type of area. I really think you will definitely know what it is once I'm done with it, Milo.
Wow, I'm really excited to see. Doing all this support beam work is pretty hurting my arms a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry, Milo. I really don't want you to hurt your arms. Don't worry, you can help me make this now.
Really? Well, I got a couple left. I just finished them, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks, Milo. We do not want the roller coaster to fall over after all.
Yeah, I agree.
But look, the first ring of this concrete area is already complete. It is going to look so cool. It's going to be a little tricky to make though. Black concrete is really hard to see around, so we have to make sure we do it properly, Milo. If we just make black concrete and don't look where we're building, we could make a huge mess and not even realize it until it's too late with Mikey and JJ riding on our roller coaster.
That would be so bad.
Yeah, I'm glad you agree. We really need to make sure we build this roller coaster as professionally as we can. We need to be the real pros because then Mikey and JJ will be the noobs and they'll have to vote us the winners.
Yeah, we're the pros and they're the noobs.
Yeah, at least we think so. I have not seen what their roller coaster looks like. So if it is better than ours, we could actually lose this thing and have to stay with the stinky dirt vault.
Yuck, I don't want that at all.
Neither do I. That's why we really have to make sure everything we add to this roller coaster is super cool. That's why this black section is really important. I also have a really cool plan for what we can put inside it. This gold section is not going to be the only thing that goes inside this cool black tunnel. I have a very cool idea about what I can make this into. Are you ready to see it, Milo?
Yeah, I'm really ready.
Alright, this is the cool painting stick, and if I just paint the side of this tunnel in these colors, whoa, we can add a white stripe going all the way around. When you go through this roller coaster, you will see the white stripe, and it'll look like it's spiraling all around you.
It's like a floptical illusion.
Milo, do you mean optical illusion?
I don't really know what that word means, honestly.
It basically means an illusion that you can see. I do not know what a floptical illusion is.
Well, I can definitely see this one.
Yeah, everyone that rides our roller coaster will be able to totally see this one. It is so awesome and cool. And the quicker you go through the roller coaster, it will feel like the illusion is really spiraling around you.
Chip, this is really good, but what comes next?
What comes next is so cool. I think I might blow your mind if I even try to explain it.
Oh my gosh, please don't blow my mind. I really need it for all my maths.
Okay, Milo, I don't think I've ever seen you do maths, but maybe if I don't blow your mind, you'll learn. That's why I'm not going to tell you what I'm building here. You'll have to guess, but I think you can do it, Milo.
All right, I'm gonna guess already. You're gonna build a shop.
No, I am not building a shop. Instead, I need to grab some light blue terracotta and some cyan terracotta. I also think I need to grab some gray concrete. I am building a big structure. I need to make sure I don't mess it up though. It needs to look absolutely perfect. First, I need to add some gray right over here, and I need to build it in a very specific shape. I do not think you're gonna be able to guess this one, Milo.
Why?
Because it's a really crazy creature.
Why?
Because it lives under the sea and can eat people.
Why?
Maybe it gets hungry sometimes at the bottom of the ocean. It can get pretty cold down there.
Why?
Because there is no sun at the bottom of the ocean, and the sun is what keeps things really warm up here on the surface.
Why?
Because the surface is so close to space, which is kind of what that other tunnel looked like. Maybe we should build a space tunnel sometime in the roller coaster.
Why?
Milo, say why if you're a doofus.
Why? Hey, you tricked me!
That was too easy, Milo. You could have given me a challenge at least.
Oh, stop it! I'm trying my best.
Yeah, I know you are, Milo. You're not really a doofus. I just wanted you to stop saying the word why.
Yeah, well, I was trying to figure stuff out, alright?
Yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense, but look, the shape of this creature is really starting to come together. I need to build the bottom of it out just a little bit more. This needs to look so cool because the real creature is based on also looks so cool.
It just looks like a weird volcano.
It's not a volcano, Milo. Trust me on that one. If this was what volcanoes looked like, we would all be absolute toast. Everyone would be afraid of volcanoes.
Yeah, volcanoes already are scary, Chip. What do you mean?
They're pretty scary, but not as scary as this creature is. It has the most teeth out of anything in the entire ocean.
Oh, can you please tell me what it is?
Okay, I will. I am building a shark. This is a jaw that we are going to dive right inside. It's going to take us to an underwater section.
A shark? Chip, you know I'm really scared of sharks. This is so terrifying.
Yeah, I know you are scared of sharks, Milo, but that's why this part is going to be so cool. I just need to make sure I make it look like a shark and not like a whale.
I wonder if Mikey and JJ are scared of sharks. I hope they are, because that means we'll win the Diamond Vault.
Yeah, although we don't want them to be too scared of our roller coaster. If they're too scared, they won't ride it, and that would mean we don't even get a chance to win the Diamond Vault. They would win because they wouldn't be able to go on our roller coaster at all.
Whoa, that's a really good point. Well, maybe we should make the shark a little bit cute, like me.
Okay, Milo. When I finish making this shark, if you want to make it cute, then go ahead.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I'm awesome at making things cute because I just put googly eyes on them.
What? Milo, if you put googly eyes on this shark, won't that just make it look really silly?
Yeah, silly and funny.
Oh, Milo, I don't want this roller coaster to be silly or funny. I want it to be super cool and kind of freaky.
Yeah, well, you're doing a good job at that already.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Well, it's just a pretty scary roller coaster. Little guys like me get scared on this kind of thing.
Yeah, but luckily Mikey and JJ are not little guys. They're basically pros now, and they can handle any roller coaster they go on. That's why I'm so sure they'll totally love this one.
Well, Mikey's kind of a little guy. We go to the little guy club together.
What's a little guy club?
We just talk about lots of little guy things and how our brothers are sometimes mean.
Hey, I'm not mean at all. I'm so nice. That's why we're making this roller coaster together. Wait a second, I just had a great idea. For teeth, I am going to use smooth quartz and smooth quartz stairs. That way we can make them really, really spiky.
That's so smart. I was gonna say that we should use dripstone, but it doesn't really go in that direction, does it?
No, you cannot place dripstone sideways. If you could, that would be so impressive that I'm sure that would win you the competition all by itself.
Well, at least these teeth aren't too pointy and sharp.
I think they are pretty pointy already though, Milo. I certainly would not want to get stuck in these jaws.
Oh my gosh, what if the roller coaster breaks while it's going down this part?
Oh, that would be terrifying, but it's not possible, Milo. I've already thought about it. If it breaks during this part, you'll just keep falling because it's already a drop section.
What the? Chip, you're a genius!
Thanks, Milo. I totally am. Now, instead of nether wart block, which is so gross, I'm gonna be placing pink wool inside this part of the shark. It's gonna be the shark's mouth, and I think it looks pretty cool already. I don't know if sharks have much tongues, but they have multiple rows of teeth. If we build more and more teeth inside this mouth, it will look just like a real shark.
Yeah, and if for some reason you fall and hit the shark's mouth, it'll be a pretty soft landing.
Yeah, unless you fall on the teeth, that would be really bad.
Yikes, that is a bad situation.
Luckily, I don't think we will. This roller coaster will be so well made that no one will fall out of it ever. It's never gonna break down unless someone tries to tamper with it. Let's take a look back and see the amazing roller coaster we've built so far, Milo.
It looks so good, Chip.
Yeah, and there's so much more space we can use to... Wait a minute. Mikey, why are you spying on us?
Hey, Mikey, get back here, you bozo!
Yeah, and stay out! Oh, I can't believe Mikey was spying on us, Milo. We need to get even more creative if Mikey and JJ are copying us.
Yeah, I'm really mad.
We need to get whatever's inside that diamond vault by any means necessary.
Let's beat them with our epic roller coaster!
Yeah! I wonder what could be in the diamond vault.
Yeah, if Mikey is spying on us, it must be something really good.
Yeah, so we need to build something really good. That way we'll deserve what's in the diamond vault, which is why we need to build a huge underground, underwater abyss section.
This is so crazy! How do you even come up with all of these ideas?
I don't know, I just think of them all myself. It's pretty awesome, but this is gonna take a while to mine, Milo. I think we need another solution rather than just digging by ourselves.
Well, what can we do?
Well, I have a pretty cool block that I like to use in situations like these, and it is called TNT.
What? TNT? But isn't that really dangerous?
Yes, but only if you're not an expert pro like me. I know how to use it so that it's not deadly. We just have to make sure we kind of block it off so it doesn't hurt the rest of our build.
Chip, about that.
Uh-oh, I think this shark might have a little bit of a toothache.
Yeah, you blew up some of its teeth, actually.
Oopsie daisies, I did not mean to do that. Let's quickly put these teeth back before we lose too much time. Thanks for adding a bunch of gum as well, Milo.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm trying my best to help so we can win.
Yeah, good idea. I'm gonna light a lot more TNT down here. I think once we reach the underwater abyss section after the sharky drop, we can totally go in the opposite direction, back towards the start of the roller coaster. It's important that we go back in this direction, otherwise if our roller coaster keeps going straight, it'll eventually lead to somewhere totally different, and Mikey and JJ won't even know where the rest of the roller coaster is. If they can't see the entire thing all at once, they'll think it's way smaller than it really is, and they'll probably try to rank our build lower, which would be really bad. It might make us lose and force us to have to take the dirt vault. We've already seen that Mikey and JJ will do anything to win, even if it means cheating by spying on us. We have to show them that even though Mikey thinks he might have gotten some ideas, they'll have no clue what awesome stuff we're building next, especially if we make it underground. That's what this TNT is for. By using it to clear out a huge area, we make sure that no one can spy on us. Wow, Milo, you're doing a great job clearing the area, but whoa, this TNT is blowing up so much space.
Yeah, that TNT really hurt my ears.
Sorry, Milo. Well, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Now, we just have to fix the shark that broke and continue building this part of the roller coaster all the way down. I do not think anybody wants to be eaten by a shark, though, so when they realize that they actually haven't been eaten and they're really safe, they'll be so happy and grateful.
I wouldn't be grateful if I got dropped down here.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I wouldn't want to be dropped down here either. So I guess we're both on the same page. I just need to add a bunch more pink wool. Now it'll really look like you are getting eaten by the shark. Once we add these final few blocks of pink wool, we'll actually be ready to start building the underwater abyss.
That's gonna be so insane. I can't wait to see what you think of for it.
Yeah, me too. I already have some pretty cool ideas. Now, if I am to get started on building this underground abyss, I need to replace a lot of this dirt with some cool sandstone. They do not have dirt at the bottom of the ocean. It's just a sea of sand, like an underwater desert. It is really cool, so I need to replace all this dirt with sandstone. Luckily, this magic stick totally lets me do that. How awesome is this, Milo?
Hey, Chip.
Yeah, Milo?
One time when I was at the bottom of the ocean, I made friends with an octopus.
What? That's crazy. How did you do that? Didn't it try to attack you with its tentacles?
Well, no. We just shook hands, and I kept walking across the bottom of the ocean.
Wait, how did you walk across the bottom of the ocean? Don't you have to swim when you're in the ocean?
Well, that's a really good point. Maybe it was actually a dream. I've been having some crazy nightmares lately.
Really? I've had a couple nightmares, but they've only been about losing these build competitions to Mikey and JJ and about not getting to see what's in the diamond vault. It's a really scary nightmare, but I keep having it. That's why I'm so motivated to win.
Don't worry, Chip. We're totally gonna win this, especially if I'm involved.
Yeah, totally. Having you here will really help us. And I think making an awesome roller coaster just like this one will really help too.
Yeah, what are we gonna call that roller coaster?
That is a really good question. I think we should call it the Shark-O-Matic Rip Racer Fire Twister 3000.
What? That's an epic name! I can't believe you just came up with that.
Thanks, Milo. I'm pretty proud of it myself. I think now that this roller coaster has reached the section where it becomes the Abyss ride, we should totally start building this out of prismarine. It is a block that is only found at the bottom of the ocean, so it will really look like it comes from under the sea. Prismarine is so cool. It actually slowly changes colors over time, so every time you ride on this roller coaster, it will look slightly different. It is so cool. It goes from greeny to bluey and then to a little bit purpley, all the way back to a green color. It is very awesome. That's also why I totally want to use it for this ride. I think once you reach the water section of this ride, it should slowly sink you deeper and deeper down into the water. It already looks like it's doing that, but I think we can make it go a little further, just like this. Then, once you're at the very bottom of the Abyss Ocean Cave, you can continue going forward. It needs to look epic though. I think we can add a bunch of of sea life around here. But first, we need to add this prismarine so that we can start making water in here. We need to get this prismarine done before the water arrives. Otherwise, it'll be really difficult to build in here, and it'll slow us down lots. That would not help us win, which is the main goal right now. I just really want to win this competition so I can see what's in the diamond vault. I really hope Mikey and JJ do not win it. I just know that if they do win, it'll be the best thing ever, and we will not have gotten to see it.
Yeah, and plus, they probably won't use what's in the diamond vault for anything good.
Yeah, definitely. They'll probably waste it. I know especially Mikey will. He can be kinda silly, so if he wastes our precious diamond vault materials, I will be so sad.
Me and Mikey had a big fight last week.
What? Why did you fight with Mikey? He's such a nice guy.
Well, because I stole his toothpaste and I was using it to paint a picture, and then he started shouting at me.
Wait a minute, Milo, you stole his toothpaste and he got mad about it and you think he's the bad guy?
Hey, he is the bad guy. I didn't know that it was his toothpaste. I thought it was maybe your toothpaste.
Hey, you can't steal my toothpaste.
Well, I'm going to keep doing it.
Oh my goodness, that's gross. I guess I just have to focus on the good things that we have, like this awesome water wand that I can use to summon water everywhere.
Chip, I just realized something.
What is it, Milo?
Prismarine changes color.
Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. Didn't you hear?
No, I was not listening to you.
Hey, what were you doing instead, Milo?
Just other little decorative things.
Milo, it's not something silly, is it? We need to take this competition seriously if we want to win.
I am the most serious guy in the world.
Okay, I don't think that's true at all, but I am happy that you're at least trying.
I feel like a mermaid right now, and I'm really loving it.
Yeah, totally. I think you can be the best mermaid ever once we finish making this ocean section. Until we finish this part though, Milo, you don't get to be a mermaid because we need to get building.
Chip, can I put some coral around?
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea, Milo. I think the more coral we put, the more this will feel like the bottom of the ocean. I just have to clear out some of the air bubbles that have appeared at the very top of this cave.
Oh yeah, boy, I'm gonna make this look epic.
Wow, this place looks so cool now that all the water has been properly added. I think I need to make some kelp as well. Deep oceans have lots of kelp because it's the perfect place for sea creatures to hide in. The more kelp we add, the cooler this underwater section will look. I am so glad that I managed to invent underwater rail carts so that we can totally make a roller coaster that goes underwater without it breaking.
Yeah, it's a really smart invention. I was so surprised when you told me.
Hey, why were you surprised? I invent smart things all the time.
Yeah, but I just didn't know the minecarts would go underwater.
Yeah, they totally can. If I put my mind to something, I can totally do it. That's why I put my mind to winning this competition. It means we have a really good chance of beating Mikey and JJ and getting what's in that diamond vault.
Chip, could you put your mind to stopping my beak ache?
Milo, I think that would stop if you just brushed your teeth instead of stealing other people's toothbrushes to sing in the shower.
Yeah, but I don't know how to brush my teeth because nobody taught me.
Okay, I'll teach you. Just stop using my toothbrush to sing in the shower.
Well, whose toothbrush am I meant to use?
Milo, if you brush your teeth, you'll have your own toothbrush.
What? Really?
Yeah, that's kind of how brushing your teeth works.
Is that what the tooth fairy does? She gives you toothbrush?
Yeah. Yep, yes.
Really?
Yeah, Milo, I think you should probably test it out.
I'm gonna test it out right now.
I'm almost done placing all the kelp that I think we need. It needs to be super tall and super green if we want to impress Mikey and JJ, of course. I wish we could use this kelp for food as well. Kelp is absolutely gross to me though. I try to like it, I really do, cause I need to eat more vegetables, but ugh, this one's just gross.
I like kelp personally.
What? Does it remind you of bird seeds or something?
Yeah, it does. And also it reminds me of sushi, which I really like.
True, sushi is pretty good. I just like the sushi that uses seaweed, not random bits of kelp. I don't think I've ever had kelp seaweed.
But pretty much kelp is seaweed, Chip.
Hey, okay, sorry Milo. I guess I don't know my ocean facts as well as I thought I did. But what I do know is that this kelp section is totally done. It now looks awesome when you come down into this underwater abyss. I think we now need to make a really cool section. Let's make an underwater abyss cave.
A cave? Oh yeah, that works perfectly.
Yeah, we can use dripstone blocks and dripstone spikes to make awesome stalagmites that rise out of the water. And we can also make underwater vents. They're basically volcanoes that you can only find at the bottom of the sea.
Well, I don't really want any volcanoes around here because they could ruin everything.
Yeah, I guess that is true. We'll have to be really careful with how we add them, but don't worry, Milo. You can trust me, I'm gonna make them the perfect way. We need to make sure that they blend really well with the spikes. If this underwater cave section of our roller coaster is too scary, then everybody will try to get off, which is not safe to do in the underwater section. They'll totally drown under here, which is really, really bad, and we do not want that at all. So we can't make it too terrifying. Maybe there's something silly that we can add under here that might make it less scary. Can you think of anything silly that lives in the water in Minecraft?
Yeah, I can think of one thing.
Really? What is it, Milo?
Chip.
Hey, I don't live in the water. I thought you were gonna say something like sea pickles or something, not me.
That was really funny. I totally got you.
I guess you totally did get me. That was a really good one, Milo. I'm actually kind of proud.
Well, I can think of a real silly thing that lives in the water too.
Really? Like sea pickles?
No, like a squid.
Oh, that is actually a really good idea. Why don't you spawn some squids around, Milo? Or better yet, glow squid. I can even help you spawn them down to make sure that we spawn the perfect amount.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Glow squids are totally awesome. They're brand new and they have awesome particles coming off of them. Wow, it really does feel like an underwater cave now.
It's super pretty.
Yeah, they totally are.
I hope the squids don't get in the way of the minecart.
Yeah, that would be a bit of a disaster. I really hope so too. I really hope they don't either. I'm gonna make this prismarine bit go a little bit further back. Right now, I'm worried that it will not be good enough to stop the roller coasters. What if they fall too fast down the shark section and they need to be caught off the back? If Mikey and JJ get stuck off of our roller coaster down here in the abyss, they will never forgive us for almost drowning them. But now that we've built so much of the abyss, I think at the very end here, we need to add a very, very cool addition, a soul sand launcher. This will launch every single roller coaster that goes inside it all the way up to the surface. We can dig a really, really high space. This way we can go way further than this roller coaster has ever gone before.
Wow, this thing shot me right up in the sky.
Yeah, that's what it's designed for. And with the more water we place in an area that we clear out, the further it can shoot you up there. Why don't you keep digging this hole all the way up while I keep adding quartz to the sides? This way it is nice and neat and nobody will get stuck on the sides like that squid did.
That sounds like a great idea.
Thanks, Milo. The higher we can make this thing, the cooler our roller coaster will be, and the higher chances we have of beating Mikey and JJ. They are really difficult to beat because they are such expert builders. Me and JJ studied in build school together, and he was always top of our class. I managed to overtake him in building university, but he could have always gotten better than me again. I need to make sure that did not happen, and we can only do that by building the best roller coaster out of all of us, Milo.
Well, great. Now I'm feeling really nervous that we're gonna lose.
Hey, don't be nervous, Milo. There is absolutely no reason to. Whoa, I accidentally blocked off a piece of water. That could have been really bad, but look, the water is shooting up this section. Whoa, it even came bursting out the top. That is awesome. Let's block off this area with some smooth quartz blocks. We don't want the water totally escaping. That would be really bad. If the water got everywhere, it would be so messy that it would ruin the look of our roller coaster, and nobody would want to go on because all their feet would get wet even trying to walk to it.
Yuck, I do not like that.
No, and I don't think the people whose feet would be wet would like it very much either. That's why it's very important that we block off all the water that might drip out. Uh-oh, just like that. I can't believe I almost let that get really bad. Luckily, I managed to totally stop it. Now, it is time that we extend this pole all the way up. It's so tall, I can barely even see the top, Milo, and wait a minute. Does that shark look different than it did before?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Milo, our shark has googly eyes on it.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
Milo, you said you always put googly eyes on things to make them look silly.
Well, yeah. I guess I put googly eyes on the shark because I just wanted him to look nicer.
Sharks shouldn't look nice, Milo. Sharks should look scary. And I think I know exactly how to turn this silly little googly eye into a really scary thing. I just need to make sure I do this correctly. I don't want to mess it up, because if I do, that would really waste a lot of our time. I think if I add a couple more blocks here, it should make the shark look really, really angry, like it's about to open its jaw and swallow everyone who comes near whole.
Well, yeah, he does look really creepy now.
Yeah, thanks, Milo. That is exactly what I was going for. I am so happy that it totally worked. Now I just have to make sure I do the same thing on both sides. We can't have only half of a scary shark. That would be ridiculous. No, instead we need to have a completely scary shark. That way we give ourselves the best chance of winning.
Chip, this bubble elevator is amazing. I'm having a go at it right now.
Really, Milo? Wait, how high are you going?
Well, I'm at the top now and the view is amazing.
Whoa, wait a second. I'll be right there. I think I have to see this for myself. I'll just place the final few blocks on the shark and whoa, you really are at the top, Milo. That is so cool. All right, Milo, it's time to work on the next part of our roller coaster.
Yeah, let's go, but wait. Oh no, Chip. I totally forgot that I left my spider teddy down in the water.
Oh no, we have to go get it. Come on, Milo, let's go get it together. We do not want to leave important items like that behind. Whoa, I forgot how awesome this cave was, but where did you put it, Milo?
Oh, I don't know. Oh look, it's here.
Where? Oh, it is down here. Quick, Milo, you need to grab it so we can go back up and continue building our roller coaster.
I got it, Chip. This is really good.
Yeah, it totally is. Wait, Milo, did you just hear an explosion?
Oh no, our roller coaster.
Wait a second, we need to go see what it was. And hey, Mikey and JJ are blowing up the start of our build. What are they doing? Hey, come back here, Mikey. And JJ's staying here. Oh, look, he's running away as well. This is terrible. They're totally sabotaging us.
Get out of here. You guys are the worst.
They totally are. Milo, they know they can't beat us just by building well. They have to cheat by breaking our roller coaster and spying on us.
Those bozos just ruined my beautiful platform. I'm gonna have to rebuild it now.
Don't worry, Milo. We will get our revenge when we beat them and we get whatever is inside of that diamond vault. Okay, I think this platform is basically repaired. We just have to fill in this giant hole in the ground. I can't believe they would do that. But luckily, because of our awesome teamwork, we've already filled it totally in. We can now just replace this one pillar that they broke and continue building the final part of our roller coaster. This is how we win, Milo.
Let's go.
Now, for this final part, we are going to do a Chip and Milo themed section. It's important that I build this part really properly, otherwise we could have a big disaster. Okay, I need to place these water buckets really properly. I do not want to get them wrong at all. Now, when the minecarts go to the top, they'll float along this side until they reach this angle.
Wow, this is really cool.
Thanks, Milo. I totally agree. Now, the orange part can go all the way along here. First, there will be a Chip theme section where it shows everything that I like and all of my favorite builds and foods and things to do. Then we can totally have a Milo section, followed by a giant cookie and birdseed themed drop.
What? Oh gosh, this is my favorite part.
Thanks, Milo. Me too. I really like it as well. Okay, I think the Chip section is pretty tall. Now, I just need to turn this around so we can start on the Milo section as well.
The Milo section is totally gonna be the best bit of this whole roller coaster.
Yeah, it will. I think you're probably gonna want this to be made out of light blue concrete. Is that right, Milo?
Well, obviously.
Yeah, I had a feeling, and that's why I'm totally doing it out of those blocks. If I used a different block, I know you would be really, really mad.
Yeah, I'd probably punch something.
Hey, that's not nice. You should never punch things, Milo.
Well, sometimes when I get really angry, I punch the wall.
What? Milo, you should probably not be doing that. That is really bad and very dangerous.
Okay, yeah, it really does hurt my hand sometimes, so I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, good idea, Milo. But what sort of things do you love and want to put inside the Milo section of this roller coaster?
Well, obviously I love bird seeds.
Yeah, and what else do you love, Milo?
I like writing signs, and my favorite word is perpendicular.
What? That's a word that even I've never heard before. Okay, I guess you can write that, Milo, but don't be surprised if no one riding on this roller coaster knows what it means.
So I think it just means when something's purple or something.
Yeah, probably. Totally. That's so silly. All right, and then the Milo section will turn into a giant drop. This drop will go so far down, and we can even build a big Milo head on it.
What? A big head of my head? That's gonna be epic!
Yeah, it totally will. But now I think we should start on the chip section. It needs to be really awesome. Let me grab some item frames and some cookies. Cookies are my favorite thing, so I just need to put them inside the item frames to show everyone that I love cookies.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. They're gonna know all about you.
Yeah, they totally will. Let me just add one here and one here as well. Perfect. These look so awesome. I wonder what else I can add. Oh, I know. I love netherite armor. It is my favorite kind of armor, so we need to have a bunch of armor stands just like this. We can have them along the sides of the roller coaster. This way it looks like they're guarding the way upwards. No matter how slow or fast you go, they will be there to protect you with their netherite awesomeness.
When Mikey and JJ come along this roller coaster, they're gonna be really excited.
Yeah, they definitely will. I'm gonna be excited going along it too. It already looks awesome, and I love these armor stands. Whoa, I can't wait to check it all out again when we actually have to add the roller coaster tracks.
Yeah, it's gonna be so really good.
Yeah, totally. And I just need to add one more thing that I love. Oh, I know exactly what I can add. Let me grab an item frame so I can properly frame this item that I will get. I love swords. Netherite swords, iron swords, and diamond swords. Any kind there is, I love them all the same. So let me grab a bunch of these different types of swords and put them all around. I definitely want to use mostly diamond and netherite swords though. They are the most powerful. I also need to make sure that the swords are pointing in a really cool direction. If every sword is pointing in the way that the roller coaster is facing, it looks like the swords are guiding you on where to go. As long as you follow the swords, you will be totally right. Wow, they even curve around. I love this so much. Now onto the Milo section. I'm gonna put some item frames right on this wall, but what should I put inside them, Milo?
Well, obviously bird seeds at first. That's my most important snack.
Oh, good idea. I'll even help you, Milo. Now there are so many bird seeds in these item frames.
And then this section is gonna be a lot of blue diamond armor.
Okay, and I know you also love to build with hay bales for some reason, so we can totally add them hanging off the sides.
Yeah, do some hay bales for sure.
Thanks, Milo. I totally will. Whoa, this already looks so epic. Now I can add a bunch more along these sides, just like this.
Thanks for helping me, Chip. I'm really loving this section.
Me too. I love both our sections. The Chip part and the Milo part are definitely my favorite parts of this whole roller coaster.
This really is a Chip and Milo roller coaster, isn't it?
Yeah, and it wouldn't be a Chip and Milo roller coaster without one final part. I think you're really gonna love it, but it might take me a second to make, so you cannot peek at what I am building until it's properly done, okay, Milo?
All right, I won't peek.
Thanks, I really appreciate it. I think I need to build what I need to build just like this. It's a little tricky, but this is something I see all day, every day, so I know exactly how to build it and what it looks like. It's really, really funny looking, but in a really cool guy way. So it's no problem for me to build. Let me also think about what else I can add, and oh, I know, it looks kind of like this. It also has a bunch of black shapes right around here. Oh yeah, I cannot wait to see this fully come together. Now I just have to build the whites around the eyes for this. Oh yeah, it's really looking like what I want it to. It looks kind of familiar, don't you think, Milo?
What? I thought you told me not to look.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can look in a couple seconds. I am almost done. I'm going so fast because we need to be fast if we want to beat Mikey and JJ.
Well, I'm nervous now. I want to know what you're building.
Don't worry, Milo. It'll all be revealed very, very soon. It's so awesome. You're gonna love what I'm making here. Get ready, Milo, to feast your eyes on the giant Milo head that I have made.
Wow, Chip, this is really amazing. It looks just like me.
Thank you. And you can see it when you're on the roller coaster and when you're looking at the roller coaster from all the way down here. We just need to make sure that this roller coaster properly lines up. I do not want anybody on this thing to be totally thrown off the side.
Chip, I really love this so much. I am so happy right now.
Me too, Milo. We just need to build one final part at the very bottom here. This is how anybody that rides on our roller coaster will connect back up to the beginning.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot we needed to connect it.
This part can also be Milo themed, just so that they get a little bit more Milo at the end of the roller coaster.
Yeah, they're gonna want so much Milo.
Exactly. And now I can just curve it this way before finally looping it back in. This is so exciting. Now all we have to do is add the rails into the roller coaster and it's ready for Mikey and JJ to ride.
Yeah, let's go.
In order to get rails, we need to place detector rails and powered rails on this roller coaster. I have a pretty important thing we need to build here though. We need to make it go up just like this. We also have to have a bunch of powered rails on the sides. These will only work at the push of a button. Let me grab some redstone torches as well as the button that we'll need. We can put the redstone torch right over here and we can totally put the button on this side. This way, it'll work perfectly. We can even add a little platform coming right out with buttons on both sides. This way, no matter what direction anybody is sitting, it will totally work. Wait, Milo, that's not how all roller coasters work. You also need to add redstone torches along different parts of it. That way, the roller coaster charge can spread and the tracks can actually properly go.
Well, I'm gonna do the roller coaster track, and you can help me put down the little things.
Milo, you're going kind of slow on the roller coaster track. Why don't you let me do it?
Okay.
Thanks, Milo. Wow, we're going so quickly now. I think we need to add a couple more powered rails here and there, but it is looking so cool. Let me add parts here as well. Okay, now we can continue on the big rail section right up here. It's gonna go so high up, and it is important that we use powered rails and not some other kind of rails because powered rails are the quickest by far. Let's also make it go right down like this. We have to use a lot of rails to make sure we don't build this wrong. If we do mess this up, it could spell real trouble for us, but luckily I don't think we will. We've gotten really good at building, so I think we'll totally make it awesome. Now we just need to have these rails keep going down. I keep messing this up. Uh-oh. If I do not figure out a way to make these rails work in the direction I want them to, this roller coaster will be doomed and it will never work because people won't be able to go through. Wow, we've already passed the loop of fire and the big drop, and we've gotten into the illusion section. Now, coming up is the awesome drop into the mouth of the shark. Wow, that looks so cool. I just need to add a little bit of something here. And now we drop down into the mouth of the shark where we can continue adding these powered rails. On this side though, we will not be able to use regular torches to power them because redstone torches are destroyed under the water. Instead, we will need to use the even more powerful redstone blocks.
All right, I'll use some redstone blocks.
Thanks, Milo. I totally will as well. We have to build them in a very specific order, just like this. If we mess these rails up, we'll have to start all the way from the bottom. Placing rails on steep angles like this can be really confusing and tricky. But now we can continue these rails all the way down here through the abyss. It looks so awesome. I just know everybody that rides on this part of the roller coaster is going to absolutely love it. Now, roller coasters do not go as fast through water, so we have to add a lot more of the powered rail bits, even on the turniest of turns. Otherwise, the carts could stop, which would be a real disaster. If a cart stops before it reaches the air again, we would lose the person inside, which we really do not want. Okay, perfect. Now the minecarts will go shooting up this bubble area all the way up to the top. It is pretty far, but it's also not a very long ride because of how effective our bubble columns are. Now the rest of the roller coaster track will go this way, and we can use torches again. Good job, Milo. You already had them before I even mentioned it.
Yeah, I'm on the ball today.
Yeah, totally. And we can even continue this going right up to the top. Now that we've hit these item frames, we definitely have to make it turn. And it can turn all the way until we hit the Milo section again.
What? The Milo section's looking cool.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really excited to go through it, and I'm excited to see Mikey and JJ go through it. I bet they're totally gonna love it, and it'll really help us win. And now the roller coaster drops all the way down to the beginning. Whoa, that is a pretty intense drop. Let's make sure it connects up to the beginning though by placing all these roller coaster tracks right over here. We can link them around this way, and perfect! Now the roller coaster is an actual complete loop. I think I should just add one block here. That way, if any of the minecarts go in the wrong direction, they will hit this block before they go way too far.
This is really cool, Chip. I love our roller coaster.
Me too, but I don't think we have much time to celebrate. The time is now up, and Mikey and JJ are going to have to judge it themselves.
Oh my gosh, it's time.
Whoa, Mikey and JJ's roller coaster is epic.
I'm really liking it, actually.
Look, they're already waiting for us. Hey, they're really impatient. All right, Milo, we should get in and press the button to go.
Hooray, we're going.
Wow, this roller coaster is epic, but uh-oh, Mikey didn't make it. I guess they probably haven't made it very well.
Yeah, well, serves him right for doing all those crazy things to our roller coaster.
What? It's pushing me backwards. Hey, this roller coaster is really weirdly made. I don't think they thought this through very much.
They definitely didn't. Look, they don't even have redstone torches.
No, they don't, but watch out, Milo, I'm coming through.
Hey, not fair.
Sorry, Milo, you can catch up to me if you can, but this whole roller coaster's broken. Look, this part doesn't even have a track.
Who even built this? They spent too much time spying on us, and they didn't even complete their roller coaster.
Yeah, this is lame. Let's just go to the highest point of this roller coaster and test out their biggest drop.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea. Hopefully that works.
Yeah, hopefully. I think we get to it by going up here. This seems like the right way to go. I can't believe Mikey and JJ would make a roller coaster that doesn't even work properly. That is really weird. At least that gives us an advantage, Milo.
Yeah, we might actually win and get to open the diamond vault.
Yeah, totally. Okay, I think we just need to try out this big drop and whoa! Okay, this part is actually really, really fun, but hey, I'm stuck.
Yeah, me too. This roller coaster's a bust.
Yeah, it does not work properly at all. I think we need to show them what a real roller coaster looks like.
Let's go.
Who's ready to take this roller coaster for a spin? I think they're so excited, Milo.
I'm really ready. Let's go.
Let's do it. Whoa, it's already going so fast. And hey, Milo, you gotta catch up to us.
It's all right. I'm catching up.
Wow, this roller coaster is epic. I'm right behind Mikey and JJ, and Milo's catching up too.
This is great. We're going up really high.
Wow, we made it to the first drop section.
And whoa, we're really falling.
Whoa, Milo got left behind. Uh-oh, I guess our roller coaster doesn't work as well as I thought. But you know what? I think it's still pretty cool.
Well, at least it's better than Mikey and JJ's.
Yeah, totally. At least our roller coaster works. Uh-oh, I hope I didn't get stranded in the ocean. Wait, I totally did. Let me put the minecart back on the tracks. And whoa, we're zooming through.
Yeah, look, I'm falling right behind you. This is epic.
Wow, the minecarts are shooting up the super cool tunnel. I'll go right up as well. Wow, this is incredible. I can't believe our roller coaster is working so well, Milo.
Hooray! I cannot wait to see Mikey and JJ's reaction at the end.
Wow, they're loving it. Look, they're going up the Milo section, and wow, they're each going down the mega drop. I think it is our turn to go down now as well.
Let's go!
Wow, look at them down there. This is awesome. And they'll come to a nice slow stop at the very end of the roller coaster, just like we started.
How lovely. Wow, I think we did such a good job.
We totally did. I think we also won the roller coaster competition, Milo.
Hooray! We're better at building roller coasters.
And don't forget, we get to open the diamond vault.
What the? This is the best day ever.
Look, the diamond vault is amazing. What's inside it, though? Hey, you left me behind the door.
Look, we've got all the golden apples we could ever want.
Yeah, we could, but hey, Mikey and JJ, could you let us out of here? I think we're stuck behind these doors.
Oh no, this is silly.
Look, they helped us out, but now it's time for us to help them in the dirt vault. I think you guys totally got this.
Yeah, why don't you see what's inside?
Oh my goodness, it's a bunch of zombies.
Mikey and JJ lost the competition, And now they gotta fight the zombie!
Oh no!